Good morning, dear students. In the previous class, we have started with the first chapter of Geography, Earth in the Solar System. In the previous class, we have studied about the stars, the constellations, the solar system and the sun. And I have told you that in the solar system, the sun is the head of the family. It occupies the central position and all the other heavenly bodies are revolving around it. And all these heavenly bodies are held together in the solar system due to the sun's gravitational pull. Sun is a major source of heat and light for all the planets in the solar system. And today, children, we will study in detail about the planets. Children, the word planet, it comes from the Greek word planetus, means wanderer. It is a heavenly body that goes around a star. And planets reflect sunlight that falls on them. They have no light of their own, so they don't twinkle like the stars. And planets also have the definite path, a fixed or a particular path called orbit, in which they revolve around the sun. The time taken by the planet to complete one full revolution around the sun is called its period of revolution. And the time taken by the planet to rotate a full 360 degrees on its axis is called its period of rotation. In the order of their increasing distance from the sun, the planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Let me tell you in short about all the planets. Children, Mercury is nearest to the sun and it takes only about 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. And Venus is the brightest planet in the sky. And it is also considered as Earth twin because its shape and size are very much similar to that of the Earth. Now coming to our planet Earth. Earth is the only planet where life exists. And it is also called the blue planet. Mars is known as a red planet because of its color. Jupiter, it is the largest planet in the solar system. Saturn has several rings made of ice and dust around it. And Uranus, it is the lightest among the outer planets. And children, Neptune, as it is the farthest from the sun, it is also the coldest among the major planets. Children, the Earth is the only planet in the solar system to have one moon. And there are the two planets that do not have any moon. They are Mercury and Venus. Planets are divided into two types, Jovian and outer planets, inner and terrestrial planets. Inner planets are the one which is very nearby to the sun. The first four planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are composed mostly of rocks and are called inner planets. They are also known as terrestrial planets. They are small and rocky in nature. The Jovian and the outer planets are Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Children, these Jovian planets are huge, gaseous, ringed and have many moons. These planets are light and move very quickly. These are also known as gas giants. Children, till recently, Pluto was considered a major planet, but due to its size, now we no more consider it as a planet. Rather, we call it a dwarf planet. Once considered as the farthest planet, has lost its status of being a planet and is now treated as a dwarf planet. Now I will tell you the difference between stars and planets. Stars and planets are different in many ways. Children, stars are self-luminous. They have their own heat and light. And the planets, they are non-luminous. They do not have their own heat and light. Stars are very hot and planets, their surface temperature depends on their distance from the star. Stars are the twinkling spots of light, and planets, they do not twinkle the way stars do. Stars are very large, and planets, they are smaller than stars. The sun is an example of a star, and the earth is an example of a planet. Now coming to the earth. The earth is a unique planet as it is the only planet where life exists. Billions of species of plants and animals call the planet Earth home, including humans. It is the third planet from the sun, and it is also largest among the inner planets. It is also the only planet in the solar system to have only one moon. The Earth is unique among the planets of the solar system because Earth is the only planet that has liquid water on its surface. Other planets are either too hot, causing all their water to evaporate into gases, or too cold, causing any water they have to freeze into ice. The Earth is about 150 million kilometers away from the Sun, which keeps it at just the right temperature to have liquid water, and the Earth has a lot of water. More than 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by oceans. That means that the oceans are more than twice the size of all the land on Earth. Because Earth has so much water on it, it is therefore known as the blue planet. And it is liquid water that allows life to exist on Earth. The another important feature that makes life possible on Earth is Earth's atmosphere. The atmosphere is a thick layer of gases that covers the entire Earth. It is mostly made of nitrogen and oxygen. The atmosphere allows us to breathe. It also helps in keeping the earth warm. It acts like a blanket to hold in the sun heats. The atmosphere also protects us from harmful ultraviolet radiations from the sun. The earth goes around the sun. The time it takes to go around the sun is called a year. It takes the earth about 365 days to travel around the sun. That is why a year usually has 365 days. The revolution of the earth causes seasons. The earth also rotates or spins on its axis. Axis is an imaginary line through the earth from the north pole to the south pole, and it is tilted about 23 degrees. Tilted means not straight. And the time it takes for the earth to rotate is called a day. The earth rotates every 24 hours, and that is why a day has 24 hours long. And the rotation of the earth causes day and night. The ancient astronomers believed that the earth was a flat disk, and that if you travel far enough, you could fall off the edge of the earth. But the explorers who set out on voyages around the world came back to the place they started from, and this could happen only if the world was round. And even the images of the earth taken from space show that it is spherical. And children, when we see a ship coming to a port, we first see the top of the ship, and then we see the base of the ship. If the earth were flat, we would have seen the whole ship at once. So all these examples prove that the earth is like a sphere. Means it is a round object. It is round like a ball. So only this much for today. The remaining chapter will be explained to you in the next class. Till then, goodbye.